someone you should get to know.
You moved on the east side. Why do I still see you around? You dropped out in the middle of the east side. You watched up from higher ground. I saw, but I couldn't believe it. Here's my face from the side of my eye. So long, but I'll never forgive it. You're still stuck as a thorn in my side. I'm not going away. I'm not going away. I'm not going away. I'm not going away. I can take it, something's breaking and I don't think I'll miss something to mend. I can take it, something's breaking and I don't think it will last to the end. Together Coming to a close, I guess I should know that I'm never gonna see you again in a place that sells vintage clothes. I guess you should know that it hasn't been the easiest years for a band are living in the throes. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of flannel shirts, and I thought you would show like a beautiful ghost caught in a saving throw. And I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care. Coming to a, I guess I should know that the softest every phase the words remain as shown in the summer snow. Well, it hasn't been the easiest years in a life that hasn't let you go. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of well-worn dirt, and I thought you would show, I thought you would show, I thought you would show. And I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care. And I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care there's a wall. I won't ever look back in anger. I won't ever look back at all. It's coming to a close. To a close. It's coming to a close. It's coming to a like a hand reaching for a handle, but to find that it was never there. Candidly, I can't handle knowing that it's all up in the air. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Can't keep from falling apart, but I'll glue back everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away. I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. Like the wing of a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains, but I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Just me here standing in the dark, but I'll light up everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be
thank you.
3 years ago, 1 month today, the second left but lost my way, and now I turn through heather walls. When Jenny says she's seen it all, she means from here to down the hall, and she is right in her own way. But I'm running.
Chat, there is one thing that has never, and I mean never, been uttered in my entire life while cooking, and that thing is that there are too many beans in this chili. I have never uttered such a phrase, and I will continue to never utter such a phrase. There cannot be too many beans in my chili. Hello! Hi. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Hayano, and I thoroughly believe that chili requires beans. Hello, hi. Let me get through all of the goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. So thank you, Arc Prisma, for subscribing 1 month at tier 1. I really do appreciate it. A big hello to, let me get through my hellos. Hello to Lilith, hello to Cobb, hello to Pituwu, hello to Ark, hello to Dino, hello to Nimby, hello to Chill, and hello to Short K. Keiki-kun? Hi. Hello everyone. Hi, hello. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Hayano. Welcome to the stream. And hello to Ava. Hi.
Hello Arcult leader, I'm going to cry.
Do not cry. Hello. Hi. Hi, Cap. Hello. Hello. Okay. So, number 1, again, thank you, Ark, for the subscription at tier 1. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to Lilith and Dino for redeeming your point taxes. They definitely go into the community and not into my pocket when no one is looking. And thank you, Chill ZATSU, for the follow. K. Okay, cool. Right. Nice to meet you. Hello. Hi. Hello. We also have to go over some other things from the last time we streamed, which we last streamed on Friday, and there was some a lot of notifications over the weekend. So I'm just gonna go over to them real quick. Thank you, Zella, for the follow. Thank you, Sora, for the follow. Thank you, 2+ for the follow. Thank you, Mama, for the follow. Thank you, M. James, for the follow. Thank you, Ace2Up Games, for the follow. Thank you, T-Rex Zarius, for the follow. Thank you, Sunrises Sundown, for the follow. And thank you,
Loku showed up. Finally get my dose of Kamiyoshi Aya. Plus petit que 3.
It's me! And thank you, ZA the Sasquatch, for the follow as well. Okay. Yes. It's me! Hi, Killa! And hi, Pablo! Hello! Hi, everyone! Hi. Oh my goodness. Take your time, don't worry. If you're having internet problems, I'd rather you get that all sorted out than worry too much about this. But yes. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm wearing glasses. It's serious. Today, we're gonna do business. I know. Hayano, why are we doing business? The business side is your side to handle. Well, it has recently come to my attention that we have been talking throughout little streams here and there.
Ayano is gonna teach us how to avoid tax.
Ooh, for legal reasons, I am not educated enough to talk about taxes. Also, Adon, hi! Hi, Adon! Don't worry, no worries, no worries. We started a little bit late. One of those. So, we're going to talk about business. And we're going to talk about the state of the channel and some stuff. Which, I know. Hayano, why are we talking about this? It has come to my attention that recently, I've kind of been spreading out all of the places where I kind of talk about this, where we kind of chat about it, and they're kind of buried in VODs. So, because they're somewhat buried in VODs, I was thinking that we could just have a quarterly review stream. This is probably not a quarter, but it's a quarter for us, because I've been back making content for a little bit of time now. So, we're gonna do a quarterly review. We're gonna do a quarterly little chat. And we're gonna decide on some things as a community, okay? It's gonna be a very professional conversation. That's why I'm wearing glasses. Guys, keep the glasses. I'm paying attention. I got my business glasses on. Yes, I got my business glasses on. Killa, I'm sorry. Please rest. Please make sure you rest properly. We gotta talk about some stuff, chat. So, I don't know what's going on. So, to catch you up, you need a keychain to fit. I don't think I have a keychain. That's a good point. Do I have like a little keychain? Because like, I feel like I kind of need a keychain myself. I can just like tap. Tap. It's fine. We'll just verbally say jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle. Jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jingle jangle. Thank you for the headpad, Sai. Hi, Sai.
Here's your birthday song. It's not very long.
Okay, so context for people. I'm gonna run down the context real quick, okay? Context for people is that I've been streaming for about 5 years now as Hayano. We recently hit a very big milestone. we recently hit a very big milestone. We hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, and that's a very big milestone to me. And we had a deal going on with chat that I would do a punishment wheel stream when we hit 1K. Now, I've had some time to process it, and now we have to talk about the planning and the vibing, and of course the police are coming for me, unfortunately. Okay, they're taking 9 years to pass, right? Okay, please chill. Okay, cool, right. Wonderful. So, I don't know how much of that was picked up, but it was like a long time. Sounds like an ambulance instead of police might have been. So, punishment for doing well, yay! Hi, Scholar, hello! So, we are in a position where we've had like a lot of good things coming up. It really did sound like they were headed to you, right? Oh my god. Totally distracted me. I need the key chain, guys. I need the jingle jingle jangle. So, back to my sole point with this is that we've had a lot of conversations that have been dotted around bots, right? So, now that we're kind of like in a I'd say a little bit of a calm period,
I've processed what's going on. I've done some experiments. This is me. I'm going to talk honestly about the experiments that I found to have helped, the experiments that I found to have not helped, and going forward, what content is going to look like. Because in a couple of months, I want to say maybe like 4 to 5 on the positive end, maybe a little bit less than that, I'm going to have to move. And so there's a lot going to be going on with that. So I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be also moving to a different country. So I'd like to sort out some stuff with chat in advance so that you guys know what's going on, I know what you guys want, and we have a mutual transparency. This is probably not going to be a very funny stream, which I understand probably takes some of the fun out of it. But it's going to be I want to touch in with you guys. I want to hear genuinely what you guys want. I want to what you guys think of the schedule when we do stick to it, of course. What you guys any preferences on ways you'd like that to evolve, if you'd like me to pivot in any way. This is going to be I want to hear from you guys. I want you to feel like you can always talk to me about stuff, obviously, but I feel like if we had like a bit of an open forum about it and we could actually like talk about like, hey, how are you guys feeling? Because I always want to be someone who taps in with you guys, because like I said, the entire reason I have a community and I'm even at this stage is because of you guys supporting me so much. So I want to make sure that you're getting stuff out of it. I hope that makes sense. So there's no stress if you're more of a lurker or you're more someone who doesn't have a really strong opinion. I totally get it. We're gonna yap around and make silly jokes, and I'm gonna be kind of silly about it. So there'll still be content if you want to stick around, but if it's not something you're interested in, then hey, I'm not gonna listen. You can do what you want. I don't want to force anyone to like be like, oh my god, you have to stay, you have to give me your opinion. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of new people coming in, a lot of old people hanging around, and I want to make sure that we're staying on track. Because when I first started this community, there was 3 things I wanted. Which number 1 was I wanted to create a community of people who supported each other, and you're all very good at doing that. I wanted to 2, create a community that I could share my experiences of my autism and my day-to-day life living with like chronic health issues, and I could be honest about that shit. And number 3 is that I wanted to be able to ensure that this was a safe space. And they're like my top 3, like this is what I want to make sure is happening. As long as we stick to those 3, I'm open to advice, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to people wanting to be like, hey, maybe we should see this. So, to make a long story incredibly short, number 1, thank you. Number 2, basically, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go over a couple of things that I've been doing recently. Or I'm going to talk about them kind of transparently. And I'm going to talk about what went right, what went wrong. And I'm going to... Hold on, where's my notes? I got them. Oh my god, I spilt water all over my notebook. How did I do this? How have I done this? When did I do this? Oh my god. Jesus, I'm clumsy. Alright. My mate burnt his toast and set the fire alarm off. I'm gonna cry. No! No! Terrible. Cursed. Oh, by the way, Twitch is running to 1-2 now, so I assume you're at 1-1 at least. Yes, we are, to be completely transparent, we're at 1-1-59. So, yes. Yes. Right. So, let's start with the things I've been doing recently. If you hear my pen, no you don't. Be quiet. So, shorts, as you know, I've been doing what pen? Thank you. I've been doing shorts for about I want to say like 3 weeks now. I was gonna keep doing double shorts till 4 weeks, but I think I've kind of got my general where I'm at with it, which is number one, YouTube doesn't like swearing. YouTube does not like swearing at all, which is fair. That's fair. That's fair. YouTube, we're going to talk about YouTube first. It doesn't like swearing. So I'm going to have to at least bleep out the swearing because I swear a lot. I do swear a lot. It's an issue. I'm working on swearing less. However, it's gonna be a take time kind of scenario. So I'll work on swearing less, and I'll also work on editing stuff out. Number two, just in general with short form content, they tend to quite like sharp cuts at the start, like content like oh, so like big part at the start, and then you go into what the video is about, which is something I think everyone talks about, of like, oh, you should have a hook. I think it's called like a hook. So that's the thing.
Thank you, Moyo151511 for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you have a wonderful day.
YouTube also wants custom thumbnails, which between streaming, editing, doing admin, and scheduling all of the other social medias that I've been trying to keep up with, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed doing 2 and then also editing thumbnails for each of the shorts. So that's another reason why I want to go down to 1 YouTube short a day, because I think that's much more feasible for me long term. I know a lot of people have been coming because of the shorts, and that's like totally cool. Talk about the Instagram incident in a bit. Thank you for the head pats, by the way.
Thank you, Nav.
I think that with this, I'm dropping down to 1 short on YouTube per day, because I'm spending a little bit of extra time editing them and looking over them. So because I'm doing that, I want to, like, even though Symphonic is helping me out with editing and Teddy is helping me with scrubbing, I still want to not, like, I'm still having to touch in and be like review stuff a lot. So between that and between like the amount of admin I'm trying to do, because I'm obviously trying to get I'm trying to get in contact with indie games and stuff, because if I do showcase an indie game on stream, I want to be able to gift you guys a couple of copies if I can. I'd rather take a couple of copies of that rather than getting paid or anything, because I'd rather give out the copies and make sure you guys like have a chance of also playing the games I play, rather than necessarily being like, oh yeah, so I would like to getting paid for it, you know? So that's kind of been my priority. Obviously, I'm not currently hammering, especially not on YouTube, platforms like Jester, which have been recommended to me. They're not very good for me at this point, because I'm still not hitting the constant 1K average they want on shorts. So I think that's what we will continue to work on. We will continue to work on getting to that 1K view average, because then we will be able to I'll be able to have more sway with getting you guys copies of games as well.
Also, hi Niji! Happy birthday! I hope you have a very happy birthday. I did not realize it was so close. Happy birthday, Niji. Have a wonderful day. Literally, like, seriously. It's I don't know. Man, chat. It's Niji's birthday. Niji's been here for a very long time actually now. It's always nice to see like people pop up a lot. So yeah, make sure you wish Niji a happy birthday. Also, hi Benji. Hello, welcome in. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go down to one YouTube short a day, just because something I noticed was that we were getting more subscribers overall from 2 shorts a day, but views were kind of patchy at best. And I just, for the amount of effort that has to go in between me doing some and Sympanic doing some, it was like a lot. So I'm thinking the better consistency move on YouTube is to drop back down to 1 per day. If that makes sense. If there's anyone who's like feels really strongly otherwise, I'm always down to hear about it. Like, feel free to yap my ear off. But that's where I'm at with YouTube right now. I'd like to be able to drop down to 1 if we're all in on that. Is Miku there yet? Nope. We had another very unsuccessful Friday. We had another very unsuccessful Friday. But that's okay. We'll get there eventually. It'll happen eventually. It's just taking a little bit of time, you know? Just taking some time. Definitely not stressful at all. I want to tentatively put in the 26th as punishment stream. I want to tentatively put 26. Put in the 26. You're triple over about now, right? I still think I still think we're slightly under triple odds. Cause what is it? It's 40.96. Hold on, let me have a look. Yeah, so it's 40.96, so 40.96 times 3. We've got like another, I think we've got another 50 resets till we're technically over. I think we've got another 50 resets. It's not long. We're not long for it. We are really not long for it. My mate asked if I wanted beans on toast. I'm about to commit a cardinal sin of being British and tell him I don't like beans on toast. I don't think I really like beans on toast either. Like, I'm a big bean girl, because, like, at the start of the stream, I was like, if you tell me there's too many beans in the chili, I think you're lying.
But I'm not a beans on toast person. I think it's because you have to like eat it really, 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 really fast so that the toast doesn't get soggy. And I know like for some people that's like texturally the point, and I'm not yucking your yum. However, it's not for me because I'm not a sog. I'm not a sog person. Beans on toast just sounds like a torta to me. Huh. Maybe? I guess I could see the argument for that. Don't like beans on toast? Blasphemy! Well, you know. Soggy toast just sent a shiver down my spine. It's so bad. So bad. Let's talk about Instagram. Should we talk about the Instagram thing? So I was really bad. I really neglected Instagram for a while. And I think the big reason I neglected Instagram for a while is because I wasn't really in the I want to do shorts collective mind space. But now I've kind of realized that you basically have two routes. You have two routes as a streamer, right? You have like you're gonna do short form, or you're gonna do stream less and do long form. And I think right now I'm in a place where I'd rather do a little bit of short form. I do want to do long form. Don't get me wrong. However, large bursts of editing makes me want to explode on the spot. I basically live on Instagram. I spend too much time watching reels. I did not realize that many people watched reels. I really didn't. I for some reason I thought Facebook was I thought Instagram and Facebook was basically like the same. Hire editors from chat. I do not make any money. I like make a very small portion of money from stream that I could just about use to cover like any costs of like VOD scrubbing or like anything else like that. I also like Teddy's been helping me with VOD scrubbing now, which has been a great weight lifted upon my shoulders. Thank you, Teddy, if you're seeing this, because I don't know what you'll scrub from this VOD because it's just me yapping about work. But woo! I have volunteers from chat. No, I don't want to do that. Daniel Nuggets is an acceptable form of payment. I think chat just clipping stuff also helps a lot. Yeah, Teddy has been on it with the VOD scrubbing. Like, I have like such a big backlog now of stuff I can edit. It's just actually like getting the time to sit and edit more than like 2 a day, which, like I said, Symphonics can help me with and continue helping me with. And because basically Symphonics sent me a template to use, which is like, this is all of the setups for how I set up your captions. This is all of the setups for how I do clips and like how I take stuff from the clips and how I zoom in. And it's basically I just copy and paste it from there and like reuse the stuff that they've already set out for me based on the brand kit that I sent them. So they've been really helpful in that way. I am very appreciative of them because they were basically like, here, just copy paste these placements from this timeline and paste them into your own editing software and then just change it to the text that matches. So that's been great. The Twitch auto captioner, when it can understand what I'm saying, has been pretty great. It's really good. It's really fun. Dino Nuggets is an acceptable form of payment. I accept Monster Energy and Monster Munch Crisps as payment. I just want you to be able to sit back and enjoy stream. So do not worry too much about that. Like I said, I'm very thankful to Teddy for spending as much time as they do, and on anything really, on everything about that. By the way, watching clips on anything really helps. If you do wanna help, I don't know how YouTube algorithm works. However, I know Instagram algorithm really likes comments. So I will try and respond to every comment I can on Instagram algorithm because it's been like a self-propelling little guy of chugging along, so from what I've heard, that helps. And also I try and make sure I can at least try and reply to every comment because I'm like still small enough to where it's not ridiculous for me personally, you know? It's not like silly for me to respond to stuff. Even my useless comments? No comments are useless at my size. I'm gonna level with you. I don't even think comments are ever useless at any size. I just think once VTubers get to a certain size, it just gets harder and like overwhelming to reply to everything. But I'd like to be able to reply to everything I can in short bursts as often as I can. That's it. It's literally like a part of my admin time that I spend on the channel is by just doing stuff like that. So if you are from Instagram or you have been watching from Instagram, I'm very appreciative, and I'm beyond appreciative for anyone who does anything over there, like you share whatever the hell. I was manually scheduling a lot of stuff because I didn't think it was worth it me paying out for like one of these auto schedulers. But the amount of time I was scheduling stuff to Instagram, scheduling stuff to YouTube, scheduling stuff to TikTok, scheduling stuff to everything, I got a little bit overwhelmed. So I finally swallowed the bullet, bit the bullet, if you will. Jesus. I finally bit the bullet and invested in an auto scheduler to help me out because I did not realize how long it takes. And even when I was doing the auto scheduler for stuff, even when I was doing the auto scheduler for stuff, I think it took me like a full 2 hours to get everything set up for it. So I was like, holy moly. How much time was I just like absolutely like spending individually customizing each thing for each time I uploaded? It's not something I gotta get better about it, dude. I gotta get better about cutting corners. I'm terrible for cutting corners. I'm really bad for cutting corners. I feel like I wanna put that extra care into everything to make sure it gets there. But like now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reasonably have to cut a couple of corners because I can't keep up with every social media that is ever to exist forever. In the same vein, I think I've somewhat given up with Twitter. Twitter is just gonna be it gets like a short or two a day, and like once it's caught up, I'll move back to basically once Instagram, Facebook, and what was it? Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are all caught up with clips and caught up to current content. I'll just swap to doing one post a day. Twitter is interesting because I think I have a lot of things I want to say, but I've kept my Twitter quite professional for a while. So I'm really trying to come to terms with what I want to use Twitter for. So I don't know. I have your stream schedule template saved. If you need me to edit it every week, then let me know. Oh, thank you, Killa. I really appreciate that. I do have to talk about that in a sec. Which is, are you guys cool with the current streaming schedule we have? Is there anything you'd like to change about it? But we'll get to that in a second. And I don't even know if it's worth me posting a schedule on Twitter. I've never really understood that. I don't know if it's worth me. I don't really know if it's worth me posting a schedule on Twitter, on Instagram, on I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if like image posts do well on Instagram. I'm so out of touch with social media sometimes. I'm like anything you expect me to know about social media, understand I'm like a year behind. So like I'm just now realizing that Instagram Reels are a thing that I can do and I can keep up with. And like I'm a year behind like everyone being like, yo, Instagram's there and you can use it. You post on social media to make a tag like #streaming, #VTuber, and people find you via those tags. Well, I thought that was just the case as well. And then I realized that some social medias just don't like tags, or like they all have like different amounts of tags they want you to use. Like TikTok only wants you to use like up to 5 tags, whereas Instagram wants you to use like 10 to 12, which is drastically different. It's drastically different framing you have to be aware of like how you're framing all of your content. So yeah, I'm still learning. I'm very much learning, and I'm very much trying my best to understand and learn. I'm going to like, oh man, I'm trying to go to seminars. I'm trying to like understand, like read up. I think there's this inherent part of my autism, and this is me gonna be vulnerable for a second. There's this inherent part of my autism that once I get put like an unsolvable quote unquote riddle in front of me, or unsolvable because I don't understand the answer yet, I will absolutely pour every bit of my being into learning as much as I physically can. I am not paying for these classes I'm going to, by the way. I do have to say that. I'm not going to any classes that are paid or anything, because, quite frankly, that's not something that's in my budget at this point. So for that one person who keeps emailing me about their online course, stop. I am not paying 400 Great British pounds for some course. I am the incorrect person. I am the incorrect person to be marketing to. I don't have that much money. I go for free courses. I'm not getting involved. I ain't doing your course. Please stop emailing me. I've tried to unsubscribe from you for like 4 times. Please. I don't even know how I signed up for it. I don't even think I did sign up for it.
Also, play up.
I joined, by the way. Thank you, Serpent. Hi, Serpent. How you doing? I highly doubt any of them are worth much money. Yep. 400? Yeah, it's a... I don't know. I don't know. They were like, 400 and you get like 6-month access to managerial light. And I was like, okay, well, I guess if it's a managing service, then that's probably why it's so expensive. But it's actually just You send me screenshots sometime every few months. You send me a screenshot and I'll break down what the metrics mean. And I'm like, so it's 400 for you for twice in 6 months for you to say, man, your metrics look shit. It's probably a scam from a random Middle Eastern dude. Yeah, I don't know. I dare not say. Like, I don't know. But that's easy enough to do on your own, no? Like, I think you have to get used to doing it at first, but then you kind of get to a stride with it. And also, I don't make that much money off my content. I don't I can't. I make from obviously people gifting subs and stuff and from subscribing, but that's literally my only income stream right now. I do not hit any of the other like monetization factors that are required. So like I don't know why people keep apparating into my email and being like, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" I don't know. Yeah. Nah. I don't know what makes them think that I'm their prime candidate. Prime person to be like, yes, we do this. I had the same thing happen to me, except my interview I had today, I got totally lied to, and I was supposed to be a sales associate, but it ended up being multi-level marketing, of course. Oh my god. The only way for me to get paid is if I sell enough items. I'm so sorry, King. I'm so sorry. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Hayato merch when? Ugh. Interesting. That's an interesting conversation because we do also. That's a thing we should talk about. There's a thing we should talk about. Well, no, maybe. I think when it comes to merch, I want to be able to do something kind of special. Like I was fluffing around. Let's see, trying to swear less. I was fluffing around with Fourth Wall. I was fluffing around with Fourth Wall because it's like a pod merchandiser. And I made a mug on there because I was like, that's interesting. Just to see what the style was like. So Fourth Wall is interesting. I know Fourth Wall for stuff like plushes and whatnot have like minimum purchases, and I just don't think reasonably we could get to the minimum purchase, honestly. Also, hi Hair! Hi! Stream is going well, thank you. Ow, I just heard my shoulder click. Be careful. Make sure you stretch regularly, okay? Merch is a pretty big investment. Yeah, that's why I've kind of been looking at providers, which is just like print on demand kind of scenarios. High on a plush is possible. I think I could reasonably design one, but I think it depends on some other stuff, like what would the purchase minimum be for people. It's yeah. Sell a version of your choker. That would be really cute. Like a choker with a bell. That would be cute. I think that would have to be like long-term kind of eventual stuff though. It gets better. If I sell too much, I'm going to be put into a cap commission, meaning they keep the rest of the money, so the limit is $3,000 every month until I move up. What? Don't do multi-level marketing. Do not do multi-level marketing. I'm like, this this is not me speaking into any multi-level marketing way specific. I'm not speaking about any specific one. However, I am speaking in general terms. I think multi-level marketing is maybe a bit like a cult. It's maybe a bit like, maybe a tiny bit like a cult. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But maybe it's kind of like a little bit of a cult. Like a little bit of a cult. It's definitely a pyramid scheme. Yeah. It's maybe a little bit of a cult. Because, like, they become so sold on their own, like, on their own wares. High on their own supply, if you will. I don't know. I don't trust it. Respectfully, and I'm not talking about any multi-level marketing scheme in right now. But I'm just saying, it's important to do your research. 1 million Great British Pounds for one Hyana Plus. Let me look on 4-4 what the deal is. Because like I said, I put together a mug, and then I was gonna eventually just buy it myself. It's like the one thing I have on the 4th wall, which is this mug. And I'm like, I'm gonna buy it so that I can see what the deal is with it. I was like, I'm gonna use myself as a test guinea pig to see if this is actually worth anything. If this is actually like a good thing. Also, hi Minecraft stop motion. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, I was gonna test it myself before I did anything with it. But let's have a look. Let's reasonably have a look. Let's have a look. Where am I looking? Create product. Design a new product. Okay. They have like t-shirts and stuff, but I don't know like what the quality of the t-shirts are like. I want to figure that out before I do anything. 4-4 is basically cheap printing on a blank template shipping, by the way. Yeah, it's a print on demand, isn't it? Well, the issue is I'm not big enough to work with any actual merch providers, and I've heard mixed things. I've definitely heard mixed things about other than that. But I know they also do... Yeah, so they do custom plushies on 4th Wall, but the issue is that you need 300 minimum orders. And that's kind of insane. They have hoodies and stuff, it's not too quality, but it's pretty low mid. I have to see if it's worth, like, because I want to make sure you get something that, like, is worth it. But I also know that minimum orders are a thing I'm not confident we're gonna meet at this point. I mean, I'd definitely be interested, Kay, but I also don't want to assume that I could meet any minimums. Because if it's anything like 300 minimums, I don't think we could feasibly do that. It'd more be buying merch to support you than for the merch itself, at least to me. I get it. But I want to make sure the merch is something you could feasibly, like, want to have, you know? Like, I wanted to have, like, a... I want to make sure that it's stuff that's, like, kind of quality content. You don't need a minimum, you can just make your one for yourself or more. Interesting. Okay. I will definitely message. Are you in the Discord? Because we do have to go on ad break. Because I don't want anyone to miss any content while we're on ad break. But if you are in the Discord, feel free to shoot me a message. And we will continue having the conversation about this after we come back from ad break. So, I will see you after this short ad break. These messages are not sponsored by me. However, they are messages. Alright, have a good one. Make sure you stretch as well. Make sure you stretch and look after yourself. Yeah, man.
Hi. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Hayano. Welcome back from the ad break. Thankfully, that was a bit of a short one. Because I'm trying to cram in everything that I can cram in. I can't stream very long today, unfortunately. Where were we? We were talking about merch. So I know that one thing, a couple have said people have said plushies at this point, which yes, I will keep in mind. But then another thing is
brief stints with like some kind of founder t-shirt. Like some kind of like limited time merch for like t-shirts and stuff. Which I was gonna like work on some designs for, obviously. Because I know people said that they'd rather have like smaller limited time collections is what we spoke about. So that's kind of what I've been looking into doing. I don't think I'm gonna have it sorted before the 26th. I did also mention that earlier, but I kind of want to talk about it properly now. Which is, I'm thinking the 26th of this month for the for the punishment stream. We've kind of put together a wheel, and we've put together some things on the wheel. I have to get imported a couple of things, like I'm getting insects to eat to put on the wheel, which is going to be aggressively fun and not at all horrifying. There's going to be insects and stuff on the Yay. So obviously Hayano suggestions are still going to be up. So if you're in the Discord server, there is a Hayano discussion. If you are in the Hayano server in Hayano discussion, you can always drop anything. When stream? The 26th for this month is when Punishment Wheel is finally going to be a thing. I made a preloaded stream schedule as an example if you want me to send it to you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I did mean to get back to you on that. I was just gonna be like, it might be easier to, for me to type it to you and send it to you as a message than, like, straight up be like, oh hey. Yes. So that is that. 26. Oh no, I would miss it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want it to be too far out because we hit it like right at the start of this month, and I know people are clamoring for it. But I also wanted it to be enough time to sort that out. Yes. Let me. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I have this template. I have this template editable. I just always forget to do it. I just always forget to do it. I think it's because I don't actually understand if schedules actually help or not. Because basically, if you don't know my schedule is I stream on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday every single week. If I have to miss a day, I will always tell you. But I didn't want to assume. I want to make any assumptions. You know what I'm saying? Any gumption assumptions. I realize I should probably have some, like, music going on. Just low. Just some little music going on. That's probably about right. Okay, there we go. We'll have this in the background. There we go. There we go. That's nice. That kills that. You like my ideas on it? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, viewer submitted videos react. Maybe we could do that. As of right now, Mondays are... Let me brainwave for a second. Mondays are either community days or we hang out and talk. Tuesdays are visual novels or any indie games we get sent to play. Thursdays are, yes, Scarlet and Violet. And Fridays are Grief Case, which, if any of you are like, hey, I don't really vibe with this day, then talk to me, because I'm always willing to do. Going to a festival on the weekend of the 26th. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time, dude. Genuinely. Yeah. Also for holidays, you could do cards signed by you if you like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic. You can do like subs to get a signed card. That might be fun. That might be fun. I don't know if people would be interested in that, but I could do that for holidays. Mondays are for planning our next evil scheme. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I will sign cards. Because unironically speaking, I do collect Pokemon cards, so I would not mind. But I feel like, yeah. You know. I don't want people to feel like that would be lame. I don't know if that would be something people would be interested in at all. Maybe we could run a poll. I'll run a poll and be like, hey, do you want a signed card around like holidays and stuff? And I'll make that as an option.
Mwah, sending love and good vibes. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you.
I know we've been a little bit professional this stream and not very fun. So, I apologize. I mean, Grief Case is painful, but it's meant to be. Yep. It is really meant to be. The chats that accompany it are very fun. I have a very fun time with Grief Case, even though it makes my brain melt. Also, I hope Sin doesn't mind me using the template if you want me to. I think he drew the art for it. I think they, no. The art is Yanairu. The art is Yanairu. So do not worry. The art for it is Yanairu, and they just put together the actual graphic design for it. I could probably send you the template, but like I said, I'm still considering the benefits if that's interesting. Are there any sets or hits you're trying to finish / get? Let me have a look. What was the new set? Hold on. Let me have a look. So, for those who don't know, I have a Esper binder. I just collect Esper cards. Now, that means I collect... Here's some things about the Esper cards I collect. Which is, I primarily collect the English cards. I only buy a Japanese card if it has a different art or a different holographic. So with the Pokemon, Pokecues, set, that has, is the same set as the English Pokemon Generations. However, the Esper in the English Pokemon Generations is not holographic. The one from the Japanese card from Pokecues is, so I got that one. So I have the 2 Japanese cards from that set. I have a card from Peru. Peru had some I don't know if they're official or not, but they had like a set of Pokemon Poker Place cards and like Pikachu cards and stuff. And I don't really care if it's official or not. Like it's really cute, and therefore I wanted it, so I got that one. It was fun. Pokemon Peaceful Place is the set. And I believe, what was the actual set called? Hold on, let me have a look. Pokemon Electric Pikachu Card Database, it's apparently from. I don't know if this is an official set, or if this is something else. And then I have a custom art of Esper and Hayano in the binder. Then from there on, I have a bunch of Esper cards. So I keep each Esper card and then a holographic version of the card. Most of Esper's are reverse holos, so that's what I've been collecting. And then I fill in any gaps with any cool psychic energies I get my hands on. So I think in terms of Esper collection, I recently finished I think it's Perfect Order ones. So I got the Perfect Order illustration for Esper. So my Perfect Order for illustration, my Perfect Order Esper collection is now complete. The next one I'm working on is the one that just came out, which is CRI. I don't know what's the set called? I know because I didn't pull the Chase Greninja, but I pulled the full art one. It's like the middle Greninja I pulled. Yes, I pulled the middle Greninja from CRI. Which was pretty fun. It was so funny because I bought a tin because I saw a tin and I never see tins. So I bought a tin and I pulled the Mega Greninja EX. And again, not the big one, the chase of the set. I mean like the one down where it's like the full art of the EX. I pulled that, and I also pulled in the same pack the Meow Stick from the set, and I kid you not, I was actually, I think, more excited about pulling the Meow Stick than I was about pulling the Greninja, which is probably an issue. So I do have the Meow Stick from CRI, but as of current, I don't have either of the Espers from CRI. And it's really upsetting because it's a very cute Esper. He's like stood in front of like a little brick wall. So yes, if you'd like to see my collection, as of where it's at right now, I think I had the last video on TikTok was when my mod Sin bought me a custom Esper paint over to put in it. Let me have a look on TikTok. When the last time I posted, oh god, no, please. Ow. Ah! Don't blast me. Please don't blast me. Okay, right. No, please don't blast me again. Okay, there we go. Okay. Where is it? 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 Yes. Okay. This was the last video that was kind of like going through. Sorry. This was the last video in which I was going through like my card collection, and I opened up like this really beautiful card. I lost my mind. And there's like a little binder flip through. So yeah. Yes, I yap so much. It's a really long video. It's like 4 minutes. It's not really, really long, but it's 4 minutes. But yes. Other chase cards, I'd like to eventually be able to collect Clefairies as well, because I love Clefairies. However, that collection is a little bit out of my price range right now. I'd like to do Wooper eventually and Clefairy eventually, because they're also Pokemon I really, really love. But like I said, that is probably gonna have to wait for the time being, because they're both kind of expensive to look into doing. So, right now it's just my Esper collection that I'm maintaining, and also that I wanna buy custom art of like whenever I see people do like custom cards and stuff, not the AI generated ones. I mean, they've like either painted over cards or they've done something fun with it. I really make the effort to like make sure that what was I saying? Oh, I really make the effort to make sure that I also invest in cards like that, because I like little pieces. To me, all of the cards are little pieces of arts. I'm not really on the collecting train just for like official cards. I mean, I will like pretty much grab anything that's Esper related. So if people have also done like custom art of it, I'll grab that as well. Yeah. I actually bought the Hayano and Esper art that I got made is it's I applied for the monetization license as well, because there was talks for a while of us actually getting it printed as like a card to potentially send out to people, which is we've had minor things. If you just want to see silly little guy and don't care about value, unofficial is basically indistinguishable. Yep, that's it. That's me.
Hello, William! Hi! Thank you.
It's not my birthday, though. Collecting anything Pokemon is so expensive, games or cards. I'm kind of thankful that Esper isn't like a super mainline guy, because otherwise I would have been destroyed, dude. Like, I'm so lucky that, like, Esper is not mainline. I'm unfortunate that my other favorites are Wooper and Clefairy, because god friggin' damn it. But at the end of the day, I don't need a Wooper card collection. It would be nice, but ultimately I don't need one. Maybe we'll make it an adventure one day.
Yeah! Happy birth year? It's my birth year.
I didn't think Clefairy was huge. I thought it was fairly niche for a Gen 1 guy. Yeah. But it's got some really pricey cards. It's really got some really pricey cards. I think the perfect order Clefairy is so pretty. That Clefairy is so pretty. I think the is it? Might be perfect. Where are you? Where are you? Also, Clefairy has a lot of cards that are full arts with Lily, and Lily's kind of a popular character, so it's like, oh, I'm not getting my hands on that. That's not happening. That's not happening. They're really expensive because they've got Lily in them. Greninja be my favorite Pokemon. Shame my Yu-Gi-Oh collection takes so much money. Yeah. I used to collect Magic as well. Well, I used to play Magic. So, less collecting, more, you know. Oh my god. the perfect order Clefairy is probably my current like chase from the newer sets because I think it's so cute. Perfect order Clefairy is so stinking cute. It's so stinking cute. I love it so much. I eventually I will get my hands on that perfect order Clefairy. It's so stinking cute. It's so stinking cute. Check DMs. That Clefairy? Let me have a look. Have you say? Yeah, that's my chase. I wanna pull it. One day I will pull it. But yes, that is the Clefairy I'm talking about. It's a very pretty Clefairy. It's such a pretty Clefairy. I love it. When we were pulling Perfect Order, my friend actually pulled it, and I was like this close to just buying it off them, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I won't do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. It's okay. So yeah, I was like, damn, that Perfect Order Clefairy is very pretty. It's very, 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 very pretty. It's a great card. But yes. Slowly I will get chases that I want. Because like I love a lot of Pokemon cards, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, you know. It's good. It's good. Anyway. Pokemon chat aside, because I got so pulled away because I got talking about Esper. I found one on eBay for 16 quid. That's alright. Not bad. Not bad for the derail. Do not worry. Do not worry at all. It's not you. It's me. I will always, at any point, talk about Esper if I can. I love Esper so much. That is my favorite Pokemon in the entire world. Every time there's a new plushie, I will do whatever is in my power to get it. I have 3 Esper plushies. I have the Pokemon Sit plushie. I have the Esper randomly had like a Christmas Esper in a Christmas stocking plushie, and I got that one. Well, I got gifted it for Christmas. And then my other friend gifted me the huge Esper for my birthday. So I'm a happy gal. I'm a pleased as punch. I'd like to eventually get the 2 Meowsticks in the Pokemon set eventually, but that's like a long-term goal. Like I said, I work at like my collections very slowly. I'm not someone who rushes into like buying a load of collector's stuff, even if I do want it, because your girl's got a budget and finance. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm worse off, even if something does bring me a bit of joy. I'm like, gotta make sure that we're financing properly. I used to like really pedantically keep a spreadsheet of all of my spends and stuff. I only really do that for Hayano now. And I'm pretty sure I'm still in the hole for how much I spent on Hayano versus how much I've earned. But that's not really something I'm super worried about, because I don't think you can thrive as a VTuber if you're not willing to like literally pour everything back into it, you know? So while I'm getting up there and I'm like slowly becoming a VTuber name that maybe some people know, yes. I think that's another reason why I haven't like really looked into partnering with any like big kind of like merch companies or anything who do VTubers, because I'm like, don't know if I'm necessarily big enough to do stuff like that yet. However, I did, like I said, I had to make a media kit for the first time the other day, which was really interesting, because I was like, well, reasonably, yeah, what do I want Hayano's colors to be? What do I want, like, her, like, representation to be like? It's really interesting. It was very fun. I think I've decided that I would like to use Lexend as a font, primarily. There was a while where I used Monster App, primarily. However, I've found myself enjoying Lexend a little bit more, mainly because of its readability and customizability, which sounds really lame when I say it like that on stream, but I'm actually a font girl. I really love font. I adore font a lot. So that's fun. That's very fun. And definitely not cursed of me. What else? So I've taken notes down about merch. I've taken notes down about signed cards. From what I've heard, people are somewhat okay with the schedule. I know people really like Friday. Friday Griefcase. So I don't think that's gonna budge. But Mondays, I'm willing to, like, alternate out rather than just doing Dynamax raids. I'm willing to alternate stuff out and, like, kind of, like, work on it. I don't see any issue with it, and even if I did, I can't imagine much of a replacement. Cool. That's works for me. 100%. Obviously, you can always drop feedback in Hayano discussion. I'm never gonna say no. I was also gonna put together, like, a little pack of, like, screenshots of my model, like, emoting in different ways, so if anyone did want to, like, edit their own clips or anything, because, obviously, if you edit your own clips or anything and you want to post them, I have no issue with that. You can see that in the Discord, in my guidelines. If there's anything you're interested about in my character guidelines, I can go over them quick. But if there is anything you're ever interested in, I have Hayano Permissions, which is all my rules for how you create content, which is you can draw art of Hayano. If it's SFW, please use a tag and tag me and put it in Hayano fan stuffs. If it's NSFW, please don't tag it and don't upload it to the Discord server. You may DM it to me because I don't restrict any type of art personally, whether it be NSFW, whatever. I don't mind. It's up to you to have fun with. I just might not interact with it because it might not be my personal cup of tea. But I don't want to take away from anyone's creative fun. I'm just saying if you are going to make stuff like that, or if you do want to make stuff like that, don't put it out, like, in the tags or anything, because I don't want to be responsible for someone who's not telling us their real age seeing something like that. So please don't put it in the Discord server. Please don't use the official tags for it. But you're allowed to do what you want. Hayano is, like, my character, but I'm not going to take away from anyone's fun, and I don't believe in censorship, personally. So, do what you want with the character design. Just don't claim it as your own, and B, don't use it for hate speech. Thank you. If you use it for hate speech, you'll get blocked, and I will absolutely nuke it off the internet. Just because NSFW stuff isn't necessarily for me, doesn't mean it's not necessarily for anyone. Like, I understand that, and that's... Is this me commenting on drama that's happening right now? No, I'm not trying to. It's just, that's just my guidelines of you do what you want and have fun. I just might not interact with it if it's not my thing. Thumbs up. I'm not interested in AI art. That's just something I'm not interested in. If there was a way that it was more ethically trained, we would have that conversation. If there was a way that it was more environmentally friendly, we would have that conversation. However, as it is right now, I'm not interested in AI art. That's just me. Making your own Hayano merch for private use is totally okay. If you make a badge from any of the art and you want to stick it on your bag, cool. You make that. Just take a picture of it. Share it with the class. If you intend to make commercial merch, please make sure the art is yours to sell. Make sure you created the art or you have the license to the art to sell it. Get that bag, small artists. If you're a small artist who wants to get that bag and you want to sell Hayano merch yourself and you want to draw it and you want to make it, go for it. Have fun. Get that bag. The only thing I ask is that maybe I be a little bit cheeky and you send me a free copy of it. Because I would be okay with that. I would be okay with being sent with you could use my model to make that, sell it, get that bag. Just make sure if you're a small artist, get that bag, but also please do send me a copy of it. If you are a company, however, and you want to do mass crafted stuff, you have to email me. That's an email. I'm talking specifically about small artists here. If it's a company, we have to talk about that. Uploading clips of Hayano if you own a clip channel, that's all okay. It's always gonna be 100% okay. Just don't re-upload other people's edited work. It must be your edit to upload. And please ensure I'm credited somewhere in the description in a link or something to my Twitch. It doesn't have to be everything, it can just be my Twitch. That's it. Just also don't make accounts that are like Hayano Shorts account or Hayano Badaba and claim to be Hayano. If you want to make an account like that, just make it obvious that it's not coming from me directly. Be like, oh, this is a fan account. Just have it somewhere that it's a fan account, and that's fine too. Even if your clip channels are monetized and you're making money off of it, if you're the one editing the videos, make your bag. You can use my clips, edit them, and monetize them. If you are not editing them and you're just straight uploading them from YouTube Short, from Twitch, please edit them in some way. Please transform them in some way. That's the only thing I'll ask. But if you want to monetize your clip channel and you're looking for clips to use, you are totally free to clip from my channel and edit it in some way. That's my only stipulation if you're gonna monetize it. That's fine with me. As long as it's transformative, go for it. Be free, child. Fan edits are totally okay. Go wild with them. Just make sure you credit any artists you use in them. If you throw them in Hayano fan stuffs, I'll reshare them. That's how it goes. Just make sure it's credited. GIF and meme images, also highly welcomed. Send them in the fan stuffs, and make sure they're tagged either Hayano VT or Hayano Muller. Again, if you're using someone's art, just be careful about using someone else's art. I'd rather you use official model art for stuff like that, so that we're not stepping on anyone's toes. But if they say they're fine with it, and you've double-checked, triple-checked, cool. Hayano dedicated social media accounts are okay. Just make sure A, you're not saying you're me, and B, that it's a fan account. That's literally it. Please don't make RP accounts of me. I've had an RP account made of me. Please do not make RP accounts of me. Don't be like, here is my account, I'm RPing as Hayano. I respect it. I respect that you're having fun. Just please don't do it, because it can kind of be confusing for people. But if you want to do a silly, fun, stupid meme Hayano account, Go wild. Do what you want. Creative medium and all that. Like, I love meme accounts like that on Twitter, like, Usopp takes a sip every day. That's a dude. That's a guy. If you want to do Hayano sleeps every day, I don't care. Do what you want. Go wild. As long as you're A, not pretending that you're me, and B, having a fun time with it. Go wild. I don't care. They're my rules. Just don't take the piss, basically. That's the long and short of it. Obviously, if you ever want to review any of this, it's all in the Discord server. It's fun stuff. But I really don't mind. I try and keep my art gallery updated as often as I can with all the pieces that I've ever gotten commissioned. Some of them are really old, so if an artist or two disappears from the internet, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do about it. See if I can find them and track them down again, and if I can't, well, that's life, isn't it? But I have a good amount of commission work that I've had over the years. It's about 5 years worth of commission work in there. And I'm very happy with it. Also, if you know of any pieces that haven't been included and I've missed them over the years, feel free to chuck them in there as well. Feel free to message me about them. But yes. There we go. There's an entire channel of fan stuffs and like fan things that people have made, so that's fun. Again, I'm very blessed to have the community I do. So thumbs up.
Wow.
But yes, I think that's everything. Obviously the Ko-fi is still up if you're interested. I did morning alarms for the Ko-fi. So if you need any morning alarms for any reason and you want it to be Hayano, that exists. There's also a phone wallpaper on there and a desktop wallpaper. Yeah, I think that's everything. In terms of fan media I have immediately available to you. Yeah. I'm kind of at the stage where I'm very lucky to have anyone make any content for me, so I will do my best to ensure you are highlighted in any way. Yeah, that's me. Is there anything else I needed to go over in my very quick blah 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 blah? Art Fight is coming up. Art Fight teams dropped yesterday. So I'll probably be doing some Art Fight. So yeah. I might be doing some Art Fight. I don't know. I heard that was free this time. Yes. Tragedy, comedy, and mystery. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, you might see me post some Art Fight whips. Chat, can I immersion break on Twitter? Is this something I'm allowed to do? I bought these really cute shoes on sale, and I didn't really have anyone to show them to because the group I showed them to, we all have autism and like textural things, and a lot of people didn't like them, so I was like, yeah, they're really comfy. So can I post a picture of my new shoes on can I post a picture of my new shoes on or is that too immersion breaking? Is that like too like I try to keep Hayato very separate, like 100% separate, but like yeah, okay, cool. I just don't wanna... That doesn't kill immersion. Anime cowgirls need shoes, too. I know, but I didn't wanna... assume that I could do that and be like, I'm just very excited because I have new shoes and they're very cute. I bought them, so I bought them on sale, and they're definitely winter shoes. But I bought them on sale for next year. Well, for the end of this year, so that I can, like, wear them. And I was like, man, I really want to show off these really cute shoes because I can't wear them for a couple of months till it's winter. And I was like, but I don't want to break immersion or anything. And I was like so excited about getting them. But I swear to Holly, if I see Crocs, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I think they're kind of worse than Crocs. I think they're kind of worse than Crocs in ways. I gotta figure out how to get rid of the metadata on the actual image first. I think I'm just gonna run it through, like, screenshotting it a couple of times. But what do you mean? Crocs are great. They are great. I like Crocs. I do like Crocs. They're comfy.
Also, thank you for the hydrate, William. I will hydrate. And I will also posture check. Ugh. I'm pushing my butt back against the seat and having a bit of a stretch. Woo! Alright.
So if it's okay to immersion break every so often of like, hey, this is something I bought for myself and I'm really happy that I bought it for myself. Is that okay? I always thought that, like, you shouldn't really do any images online. Obviously the shoes are gonna include like a little bit of me, but I'd like obviously crop myself out as much as possible. And obviously whenever I buy stuff that I'm excited about, I'm absolutely gonna not put myself in it at all, just because that's my relationship with VTubing. But I thought like any IRL imagery might be seen as immersion breaking, so I was like, probably don't do that. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I just want to show off my new shoes. That's all I wanted. I had a bit of a treat purchase for myself, and I wanted to show them off. I feel so silly saying that. Mandatory cooking conversation. Mandatory cooking. Oh wait, I've never been one for buying tons of shoes or clothes, always just as many as I need. I have literally I had one pair of docks that I used from 2019 to 2020, end of 2025, and that was the only pair of shoes I had. And so I bought another pair of docks at the start of not at the start of this year, at the end of last year actually, because basically I'd worn down the heel so much that it literally like tips upwards at the back where the heel has been worn down. So I was like, okay, I need to finally get a new pair of shoes. And then when I was looking at these shoes in the store, I literally bought them like last week. I was looking at these shoes and I was like, I have never owned more than like one pair of shoes at a time. I think the only time I've had more than one pair of shoes at a time is when, like, I've had a kid. As a kid, I, like, got, like hand-me-downs. So, like, when I was a kid, I had hand-me-downs Converse from my aunt, and then I had hand-me-down boots from my aunt. So, as kid, whenever I'd get hand-me-downs, that was when I'd sometimes double up and have like multiple pairs of shoes. My shoes probably only have a year or two in, although in them actually. Had them a long time. I feel like stuff deteriorates faster now. Am I crazy? Like, I used to be able to buy a pair of Converse and they would last me like 10 years. And now, like, I buy Docs and it's like, man, they only really last me like 5, if. And I'm like, that kind of sucks. Is that crazy? I had to get rid of a pair of boots I liked because I slipped on the street and cracked my head open because they'd lost all grip. Ow! That's why I had to get new Docs, because I was really worried about going around the around in winter in them. And I think that's also why I bought these like winter. They're not okay, right? They are not winter shoes, okay? They are like cute little ankle boots with a bit of a chunky heel. And I bought them because they're wintry and cute. They were not a practical purchase. I usually only purchase like lace-up boots that are very practical. It was a very cutesy purchase. It was a very cutesy purchase. I have 2 pairs, one nice and one for skateboarding. The skateboarding ones are former nice shoes. Hell yeah. A moment of weakness, if you will. It really was. It really was. I was out with a family member and they were like, I mean, if you like them so much, then like I didn't get you like a birthday gift when it was your birthday. I'll put like half towards them and then you put the other half towards them. And that combined with like how comfy they were and how cute they were, I was like, I had a moment of weakness. I had such a moment of weakness. It was like, I was like, wow, I'd practically be spitting in your face to not like at least try them on. And then I wore them and they were like so comfy and I was like, oh my god. I was worried if they make me a little bit too tall though, because they do have like a chunky heel on them. But I the person I was with was like, a girl can never be too tall, and I was like, okay, cool, that's fine, that's fine with me. I wrestled with it and I'm over it. The pair of boots I have now are breaking on me, even though I bought them a few months ago. That sucks. Yeah, it's what Anon said about planned obsolescence, is it? Or obsolescence? Ugh. Anyway, planned obsolescence, it is common. I want to be able to wear the same pair of shoes for like multiple years. Yeah, Shoezone shoes are kind of shit. Obsolete, yeah. Yeah, I used to get Shoezone shoes as a kid. I used to get like ballerina pumps or like the Mary Jane-esque ones. And man, even then they used to wear down quite fast, but now it's like it's not at all. It's not at all.
Thank you for the plus, and thank you. Puyo.
Yes. No, I had a really good time. It was fun, but it was definitely a moment of weakness. I was like, oh my god, these are so cute. What if I got them? Or what if I like I can't get the boots I would normally get because they were like £90 from Next. Yeah. I tend to budget for a couple of months before I re-get boots. Because I buy like the upper scale ones because I know they're gonna be pretty much the only pair of shoes I wear. So I plan and like slowly start putting money away when it starts looking like I'm gonna need another pair of them. That's what I did with, like, how I got my current pair of docks. I was like, man, okay, these are starting to get worn down to the point where I'm slipping a little bit. Before winter comes, I will get a new pair, and I slowly put the money away. And also, if you can go to, like, an outlet or something, that also helps. If you keep your eye on if, like, there's any outlets around that have, like, that have the shoes in for a little bit cheaper, that can sometimes help as well. The outlets might be a little bit chaotic, and you might have to really dig through stuff sometimes, but you can generally get, like, some higher tier stuff for a little bit cheaper, and that's nice. It's really nice to be able to have that, I think. But yes, I think that's what we're gonna call stream today, because I'm feeling a little under the weather. So, and I really wanna be able to stream a while tomorrow. So I do think, rather than ad break, we're gonna raid out. So I guess don't look out for, or look out for immersion break later. Who should we raid? Who should we raid? Oh god. Is there anyone I know active right now? Let's have a look. Let's have a look if there's anyone I know streaming right now. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll do a end without raid for once. Can we do an end without raid for once? Just for the time being. When I go to Mountain Warehouse, you get a decent pair of boots, but the Mountain Warehouse near me shut down. Damn, that sucks. That's fair. I've had a headache all day, so short stream is best for me. Yeah, my throat has been kind of acting up a little bit today, so I'm thinking maybe it's a good time to call it and just have a bit of a short stream for once. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming to stream. If you're not in the Discord and you have maybe considered it, maybe consider it. Check it out. It's the best place to stay in contact with the community and also give any things you want. Thank you for allowing me to yap on about how stuff has been going in the last quarter, and to another successful quarter of VTubing. Until I have to move, and then I will probably have to go on a little bit of a hiatus while I sort that out, because moving kicks my chronic ass. So, I will see you guys all tomorrow, and if I haven't picked out a visual novel or anything, we'll do the DAs that we would have done today. But yes, I do want to pick out a visual novel though. I want to get back to doing the schedule properly. So, I'll see you all tomorrow for some voice acting and for some silliness. And I'll see you guys all on the other side. And if you're still here, what are you doing?